you so much for joining us. This is Isaac Smith. We're going to be going over the NASB Lead platform. Several different topics we're going to be going over today. If you kind of want to take some notes, first we're going to be going over the value of the NASB Lead platform. Next we're going to be going over the different types of leads that we provide. Then we'll be going over some different rules and definitions of different lead types that we have. Then we'll discuss how to order your leads, both fresh leads and overflow. From there, we're going to be going over different lead strategies. And lastly, we'll be going over the life of a lead, what needs to be happening with each lead before you consider it a no-go or a bust or just a lead that you're not going to conclude or sell. So going back to the first, this is a picture of our lead house. One of the greatest things about the NASB platform is our ability in the backing or financing, and our strategy as far as not wanting to continue to use third parties like all the other companies out there who have to hire third-party mail houses to do their mail drops for them. The issue with that is these third parties, they're working for your competitors as well. And you can't control the lead flow on demand. And so NASB went out, invested in their agents. They invested into a 40,000 square foot facility over in Lawrenceville, Georgia, where you can see our printers. These printers, you're talking 50 to 150 grand a piece for these printers, y'all. You can see stacks of paper in there that are just future leads. This right here, that stack of paper, I don't know, that's probably at least, I would say $5 million of issue paid business inside this building right here. Pretty impressive what we do for the agents. So kind of moving on. Here's another cool picture right here. Look at all these leads. These are all envelopes that we have, y'all. These are just envelopes that we've ordered, just pallets and pallets, millions of these things that are fixing to go out for you in the area that you want. Now, while I'm on this page right here, to do leads, there's 3 different ways really to get some leads going for yourself. If you're just an independent agent, you can go and you can jump online. I've done all these different options, y'all, and I'm telling you, don't waste your time. I've jumped online, bought leads from an online lead source. That was a mess. Show up to the house and there's 2 or 3 agents there. I'm not kidding. 2 or 3 agents at the same lead as what I just purchased for $20 or $15 or $10 online. I'm showing up with multiple agents at the house. Other ways are paying for mail drops. This is the most common. A lot of companies out there, they'll say, yeah, we'll give you this contract. It might be a little bit higher than what you can get at NASB, but they don't tell you all the details. They're not willing to invest money. They just want to give out contracts, and hopefully you just work for them for free, and that's just how it's going to work. What we do here at NASB is we invest in our agents. So instead of having to pay for mail drops, which is how it would work, I've done this before, and it's a mess. It's just difficult. Several companies out there, what you do is you pay a certain amount of money per week. So you pay like $600 a week. Okay, $600 a week for 4 to 6 weeks before you ever even see a lead to work. So you're spending $3,000 to $4,000 up front before you even have a lead in hand that you can go and work and make some money. The other way is you pay for the mail drops. You pay for the envelopes. You pay to pull the data. You pay for all the letters to go out. And when you're doing it that way, you're spending about $400 per 1,000 pieces of mail. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. So you pay that money. So if you pay $400 for 1,000 pieces of mail, but 1,000 pieces of mail is only going to get you 10 leads. That's not enough. 10 leads is not enough to make it in final expense. You got to get closer to 20. So that means you're going to be spending $800 a week to get 2,000 letters mailed, which is get you about 20 leads. But here's the kicker. Those leads don't come back immediately. So you're going to be spending $800 a week up front for 4 to 6 weeks before you get any leads back. And you don't know what your lead price is actually going to be, because if you only get 5 leads back from 1,000, okay, you're spending $80 a lead. If you get 12 back, then yeah, now you're at $50 a lead, or whatever it may be, maybe $40 or $39 a lead, which are all higher prices than what NASB offers. But the real kicker is the fact that you're going to have to spend this money up front. For 4 to 6 weeks, you're going to have to invest $3,000 to $5,000 to front load your lead platform, your lead program, if you're just an independent agent not working with NASB. And on top of that, you're going to have to keep paying that money continuously for 52 weeks a year to make sure your lead flow doesn't ever come to a stop. So I show you our 40,000 square foot facility, right, to prove to you and show you like we are invested heavily into our agents. Not only do we have a fixed lead price where you can say, okay, I want 10 leads a week at $25, or I want 10 leads a week at $21, or 10 leads a week, or 20 leads a week, and I want it fixed and it's going to be $27. You know what you're paying, and you don't pay a dime with NASB until you have the leads in hand that you can work. So that keeps you profitable, okay? It keeps you in front of customers on a consistent basis, and you know for a fact that whatever leads you get with NASB, they were designed and created and mailed for you specifically. Not other agents, nobody else. They were created for you specifically with your name and your agent ID on the lead card. That's just impressive, y'all. When we're printing leads out, we're printing them with your name on it. They have your name on the top of it. Okay? We know exactly where we want the leads. We're pulling the data for you. We do all the work for you. That's a huge value add that we offer for our agents here at NASB. Okay, the next thing I'm going to go over are the different lead types. Not a lot of companies will do this for you, but I'm straight up going to show you. Before I go to that, let me go over the lead calendar. Let me talk about how the lead orders work. Now, if you're ordering something called Champ Check leads, which I'll explain here in a second, the Champ Check leads, you can order those anytime. Okay, you could order them anytime, and they take 2 to 3 weeks to come in. Okay, 2 to 3 weeks. I'll show you an example of a Champ Check lead here in a second. If you're ordering the Platinum Dental, okay, dental or memorial leads, I'll show you an example. Okay, dental or memorial leads, those take a lot longer to come back because they're direct mail. So it takes 4 to 6 weeks for those to come back. So what we do is we expect you to place your lead order on the first day of each month for 2 months away. So here's our 2018 lead calendar. So on January 1st, you have to hit this deadline. If you miss this deadline, you miss your lead order. On January 1st, you're going to place your lead order for March. Okay? Then on February 1st, you're going to place your order for April. What this allows us to do, it allows us to pull the data on the first couple weeks of February, drop the mail. The mail goes out, the mail goes out, the mail goes out, and it finally starts to come back towards the end of March, beginning of April. So by the time you get your leads, you know they're fresh, okay? That's kind of how the lead calendar works. That's how it works for dental and memorial leads, okay? That's how it works for those types of leads, dental and memorial. You're on the website, which I'll walk you through it. You got to order those on the 1st. If you missed it and you're on the 2nd, you don't get your dental or memorial leads 2 months from now, okay? A lot of people are working the Champ Check leads because you can order them 4 to 6 weeks at a time. You request certain leads. You can request them at like 20 to 30 or it's gaps because we get kind of a higher return on the Champ Check leads. But we are giving the person a $10 check. So it kind of increases the cost a little bit. Right? So I'll kind of go over that next. Let's go over the different lead types. Okay. Since our hot lead right now is the Champ Check lead, I want to kind of go to that first. 1 second. Here's a Champ Check lead example right here. So I'll give you a second to kind of look over it. What we're doing, okay, is we're going to mail these people a $10 check. This represents how much money we can save them on their final expenses. Now, with the NASB leads, 100% of our leads talk about life insurance, final expense insurance, funerals, everything. At the same time, every lead we offer also offers the customer something in exchange. So it could be a dental discount card, it could be a $10 check, it could be a memorial guide, something like that. And with that, we can kind of help get a little bit better return. But unlike other leads that just offer Walmart gift cards or whatever else, and that's it, and you're showing up and just completely surprising the people, everything we do is on the lines of insurance. So you can kind of go through here. You kind of see like right here, it talks about Social Security only paying $225. It talks about final expenses. Final expenses again. Senior discount program, right? It talks about you can get a check, you can get money for $50,000. Okay, all you have to do is endorse the check. And also, look at this, we have a disclaimer for you as well. There's no obligation to purchase. Depositing checks merely serves as a request from you for information from a final expense life insurance program and a free senior discount card. An agent may contact you to answer any specific questions you may have. Okay, so they take the check, they cash the check. Once they cash the check, our bank is notified. We get a copy of the front part of the check. We get a copy of the front part of the check and the back part of the check that they signed. And so once we get a copy of that check, we send the copy of the check to your email via a PDF. You print it off and you go to their house. So if you're looking for a hot lead, there's not going to be a hotter lead in the final expense industry than the Champ Check lead here with NASB. This thing rocks. It's our hottest lead out there. It's the one agents are buying most between this and the dental lead. This is where money's being made right here. Next lead, our next most popular lead would be the dental lead. These leads are very similar between the dental and memorial. These are the type of leads that you have to order 2 months in advance. Now, if you're getting gold, silver, bronze leads from Overflow, which I'll explain that here in a second. If you're getting gold, silver, bronze leads, they're going to be either dental, or they'll be memorial, or they'll be Champ Check leads or check leads that were sold to an agent, but they never talked to the person or never completed an application. But again, all of our leads have something to do with life insurance. So you can see life insurance. Please see that I receive the information for the new state regular life insurance program designed for all Texas citizens age 50 to 85, including the no-cost dental, vision, hearing discount plan. Kind of continued it on. They fill this out right here. Only 1% of the people in our demographic fill these cards out, guys. 1%. And if you kind of think about all the junk mail that you've received in the mail, how much of it have you filled out and sent back? Not very often. For someone to go out to their mailbox, walk back into their house with a stack of mail, go through it, pull out our card that talks about life insurance, fill it out, walk back out to their mailbox and stick it back in the mail, they've got to be interested, guys. So only 1% of them do fill this card out, right? If you're looking at this card, they'll usually just put like their name, something like that. They usually don't fill this out unless it's different than the address right here. I would say 60% of people put their phone number, about 60%. That's why we do a lot of drive-bys. We just go and knock on their door. Sometimes they put their age, sometimes they don't. But you can kind of see this is what the lead looks like right here. And what you'll do is you'll get a copy of this part right here. This is the part that you'll get in your PDF to your email when the leads come in. Just the part that they filled out. You walk to the door with that part. Here's kind of what the lead body says. Not to say that the customers read it, but let's kind of go through it again. It talks about the no-cost dental, vision, hearing. Talks about life insurance there. Talks about final expenses. Talks about it costing money here. Talks about it being in connection with your medical condition. Let's keep going. Special program saves you thousands on services Medicare may not cover. So we're still on the same line. Funeral expenses. Okay. Complete no cost today. All right. So you can kind of see all this has to do with life insurance. Okay. And even when it's not life insurance and it's about dental, vision, hearing, that's still in the insurance realm. Right, that's still in the insurance industry, so we're all on the same line. We're not offering them a free Walmart gift card or a Taco Bell gift card. Yes, there are leads out there in final expense where they have their agents go into the house with Taco Bell, McDonald's, Walmart gift cards, y'all. I ain't kidding. Isn't that crazy? All of our leads have something to do with the insurance business one way or another, so you can kind of see the value of the lead. All of our leads are postage paid already. For the customer. So every once in a while, if you get a lead that comes back and the person just like all they did was check this box and that's it, the reason they did that is because they don't want to put their information on this card. They want to put all their information on here, their age, because it's an open face letter. It just goes back as this card and as the postage paid part. That's it. There's no envelope on the return. So every once in a while, someone will send this back and they'll just check the box saying, yeah, I want the information, but I'm not going to write all this. I'm not going to fill this out. That's kind of probably what I would do. So next lead, let's go to the Memorial lead. This was our original lead. We don't get a lot of returns on it. It's the $29 lead right here. So again, this is $29 for the fresh ones. Okay. I kind of messed up. I didn't tell you about the Champ Check leads. So Champ Check leads price-wise. Okay. Price-wise, if we mail them a $10 check, the lead cost for you is $26 per. If we mail them a $5 check, the cost for you is $21 per. And you get to choose when you're placing your lead order for Champ Check leads, you get to choose if you do the $5 or $10 leads. Okay, going to the dental lead really fast. These leads are $27, right? If they're the fresh ones. If you're buying them aged, they're $3, $5, or $7 if you're buying the ones that are older. Okay, onto the Memorial lead. Again, our original lead, $29 is just, we get the lowest response on this lead. Therefore, we have to charge the most money. NASB is committed to losing money on leads. We know it's going to happen. We lose $15 to $25 for every lead that you purchase. We're losing money. Okay, these leads are not $29. I promise you. The Memorial lead is not $29. It's going to cost us $40 to $50. But you get a fixed price, and we cover the rest, right? So you can kind of see on this lead, kind of go through it. Let's see if it talks about insurance. State-regulated life insurance program, no-cost memorial guide. Even that part has to do with insurance, right? Continuing down. Let's see what else we got on here. New state-regulated program, funeral expenses. Okay, medical conditions, same type of thing. As you've already realized, special program covers 100% of your funeral expenses. Talks about benefits. And you can kind of see from there. Again, we're putting it out there, y'all. Life insurance is why we get small returns, but the leads are quality. Okay. Next thing we're going to go over, let's go ahead and go over the different rules and lead definition guidelines that we have. Because we invest so much, because we purchase 40,000 square foot buildings and $100,000 printers, we have to have rules in place. You cannot sell our products cannot sell our leads any other product. If you purchase a lead from NASB, it has to be sold. They have to get 100% of NASB products. Okay? I promise you, if you're out there and you try to kind of sneak in a Medicare, you're trying to sneak in all this different stuff, and it's not through an NASB carrier, eventually you will get caught. There's no way around it, because after you purchase a lead, if you don't sell it within 60 days, we can resell that lead to another agent for half the price if you didn't sell it. Now, if you don't sell your leads within 60 days, you're in the wrong business. You got to sell these leads within a week or two from you getting it, right? If you're out there hungry trying to make some money. If it takes you 60 days to get in front of somebody, wrong business, right? This is the quick, we're hustling, we're out there driving, trying to get in front of these people immediately so we can sit down and help them out. So let's go through some of these definitions. You'll see this on the website. You have access to this on the NASB Nation website, so you can read it as you would like. You can see the platinum leads. Okay, the platinum leads, they come in the form of memorial or dental, which I showed those to you. Okay, the pricing, $29 for a memorial lead, $27 for a dental lead. You order them on the first of each month, which we kind of went over already. If you miss it on the first, then you can't order them. You have to wait until the following month, which means you need to order some Champ Check leads. How do we deliver them to you? It's all in email. You'll get a PDF in your email. You just print them off, ready to rock and roll. We do allow some credits, okay? We do allow some credits. What that means is if you get a lead and it's of so low quality or unsellable, we want to honor that. We want to make sure that you're getting leads at a high quality. We're committed to having the best lead program and the best leads in the industry. So we allow some credits. Now, there are some rules, again, with the credits. Number one, you have to submit a credit within 30 days. You can't have a lead and compile them and collect all these credits, and then at the end of the year, submit 50 credits or 20 credits or whatever you get for the entire year. But maybe once a month or something, you might get a credit every once in a while. It doesn't happen a lot, but here and there, you're going to have a creditable lead. It has to be submitted within 30 days, no exception. Okay, some different credits include a duplicate where the person submitted 2 different lead cards. So you bought a lead and it's Beth Smith, and you went and you sold her, or you didn't sell her, whatever happened. And then next month comes and you get another lead for the same exact person. Okay, that's called a duplicate lead, and we'll honor that as a replacement. It must be a fresh lead. We have no credits whatsoever. If you're buying gold, silver, bronze leads or platinum cell leads, which I'll explain here in a minute, there are no credits. There are only credits on the fresh leads. The next creditable reason would be a P.O. Box lead, where we're mailing people with a P.O. Box. If they didn't write a phone number on the lead, or the phone number that they had is disconnected, or they didn't write an actual address on the lead, because when it's a P.O. Box lead, okay, we mailed it to a P.O. Box, and on the lead card, they can write their address. If they didn't write an address, okay, you look them up on whitepages.com, and you can't find them on White Pages, you can't find their address anywhere, and they have no phone number, there's really no way you can get a hold of that person. If that's the case, we'll go ahead and credit that. The next one is if the lead is completely blank. Basically, they submitted the lead card, and there's no handwriting on it whatsoever. Okay, if they submitted a lead card and it's blank, but they checked that box, okay, that's still a workable lead. Again, that's someone that just didn't want to put their information on there, but they still want the information. If you get a lead and it's 100% blank, there's nothing on it, what happened is the person, I'll show you really fast, I got time. It doesn't matter which lead, let's use the dental lead example. When these leads are 100% blank right here, okay, there's nothing on it, it looks like this. What happened is the person, they got the lead card and they put, like, on the front, they put remove from list. They wrote this on here, remove, or return to sender, something else, or wrong person, wrong address, something like that. They wrote it on the front of the card that was mailed back, and they just doing that to get removed from the list. So that's why we honor a credit for that, right? Another credit is if someone writes on the lead. So if you get a lead card like this and someone writes on it and they say, they write all the information, they write everything, and they write on the lead card, no agents, okay? Or they write no sales calls, something like that. They write something like that on the lead and they send it to you. What I like to do is I'll take my whiteout, okay, my whiteout pen, and I'll go ahead and white it out. I'll try to white all this out until it's gone, and I'll just go to the house anyway. But before you do that, you can scan it and you can try to get a credit as well, or you will get a credit for that if the person wrote on the lead card, not interested, or don't send an agent, or just send me information in the mail. They write something like that on the lead card, we'll go ahead and credit that also. Let me jump back. Okay, what was next? Recipient wrote, another one. If they wrote on the card, okay, so we mailed it to one address, it got forwarded to their new address. They write on the address a new address that's outside of your area, which I think is 30 miles. If it's outside of your area, say they moved across the state or moved across the country, and they wrote the address on there, okay, you can get a credit for that. Again, they have to write the address. We can't take agent's word for anything. That's why we have to be pretty strict with this. So if you call me or you send a lead and you want a credit, like, hey, this person moved, right, and they didn't write a new address outside your area on the lead, we can't credit that. Okay, it has to be cold hard facts. They wrote on the lead a new address that's outside your area. They wrote on the lead card they're deceased, someone died, no agent, or mail only. Or if they wrote on the lead card their age and it's outside of the 85, okay, 50 to 85, or really just 85. If they're 40, that's fine, you can sell them. But if you get a lead card and they're 86 or they're 90 or something like that, you can get a credit for that. Unless, okay, their spouse, okay, is in the age brackets. So if you get a lead, it has a husband, wife on it, one's 84, one's 86, that's not a credit. You can still sell that person that's 84. Make sense? All right, cool. Try to clean this up, making a mess. Moving on. Okay, we have the next part. Platinum, the cost, I already went over this, right? How do you order? I'll go over how to order here in a second. Okay, credits. Platinum cell leads. What a platinum cell lead is, you're going to see this on the website. a platinum sell lead is if we mailed for an agent, say an agent wanted 20, they wanted 15 leads a week, right? They placed the order, we mailed it, but they got 20 leads a week that actually came back. They came back in the mail, even though they're only required to buy the 15 leads that they requested. So the 5 leads extra that came back per week, those go into an overflow that you can purchase. Now, if it's a platinum lead on overflow, that means it's usually within 90 days to 120 days old, 3 to 4 months old. If it just says platinum, and I'll show you on the website here in a second, if it says platinum sell, that means it was sitting on the overflow for about 6 months or so, 4 to 6 months, and no one purchased it, then it rolls to a platinum sell lead. So most of the leads on the website for overflow, they're going to be reworked leads that another agent had. The platinum sell leads, another agent has never gotten that lead, at least with NASB. Okay, check leads, we don't mess with those hardly anymore because we have the champ check leads now. I believe you can still order them. Okay, kind of moving on. Okay, champion check leads. They used to be only $26, but now we have a $5 one option as well for $21. $21 per. So there's both of those options. So yeah, very simple. You get the champ check lead order form. Okay, it looks something like this. You fill this out. You pick what option you want, the $21 option or the $26. I always do this one. Number of weeks that you would like to do it. I always do this 4. Okay, and you could put, if you give them enough area, you can even do more than that, but 4. Okay, quality of lead or quantity of leads, 20 to 25. Okay, one of the cool things about champ check leads, if you select this option, 20 to 25, and say 30 leads come back, you get the additional 5 leads that was over your order. Okay, they include those for free if you get any extra leads coming in. That's pretty awesome. It happened to me in my last order. I always order the 20-25, okay? And 30 of them came back, and I got I got 4 or 5 free leads because that more came back than what I requested. But you only have to purchase in all your lead orders, whether it's dental or memorial or any type of lead, whatever you place as an order, whether it's 10 or 15 or 20 or 30, you have to purchase those. You can't miss it. You have to purchase it. I don't care if you have to get a credit card or whatever you have to do. You cannot miss a lead order. You have to purchase it. There's no exceptions. If you order leads and you don't purchase them, then you'll get kind of a red flag and banned eventually from being able to order the leads. On all of our lead agreements, okay, like I was saying, you have to sell our leads, our products, and only our products. 100% of our products with NASB. If it's from our lead, it has to be our product. Okay, I promise you, eventually someone will find out if you sold it with another company, and you're subject to a potential $10,000 fine if you're selling our leads to other companies. So, pretty simple. Going back to this, let's look at the lead rules again. Okay, the different lead levels. So, kind of how it works. Okay, the lead time frame. I'll kind of go over that. Let's see if I have a blank page on here. If I have room, here you go. So you order a lead as a platinum lead. Okay. You get that lead, I believe it's 60 days. It doesn't matter if it could be 10 days. If you can't, you got to sell a lead within, honestly, 5-10 days of getting it. You got to get on those things fast because they may have filled out a card with another company. So you've got to get on top of those leads as quickly as possible. But I think we give you, I believe it's 60 days, maybe 45, but about 60 days to sell the lead. If you don't generate a sale on that lead within 60 days, the platinum lead then rolls to a gold lead. Okay? Gold leads will sit in there. If it's sitting there for six months to a year and nothing happens, then it'll roll to a silver. Or if someone purchases it as a gold and they don't sell it within 60 days, then it will roll to a silver. And then to a bronze lead after that. That's kind of the life of the lead. Now, if no one purchases the lead, say we mailed too many and we got too many leads come back, okay, it'll go to the overflow list as a platinum lead for sale and it's at the full price, okay, $27, whatever it may be. Now, if it's been sitting on the shelf for about 6 months and no one's purchased it yet, it goes to something called a platinum, okay, sell lead. And I believe those are $16. If that platinum sell lead sits on the shelf and no one purchases it for a while, then we'll move it to something called a diamond lead. Oops. Okay, diamond lead, right? And those are, I believe, $11 or $12. So that's where we're at right now. So we are on diamond lead, $11. Okay, got it? It's just a lead that's never been worked by another agent, and it's 1 year old or older without being purchased by another agent. That becomes a diamond lead. Okay, a lot of the diamond leads are old check leads. Okay, but you will find some that are dental or memorial. You don't see on the website if it's dental, memorial, or check lead when you're buying overflow. It's just a whole jumble of all the leads that are left over that you can purchase to use. Next is the gold lead. Again, a gold lead, 60 days right there. 60 days after a lead is purchased as a platinum or check lead, it turns into a gold lead as long as the agent did not succeed in selling it a policy. Pretty simple, right? You can buy it as a gold lead. These are hot leads. They sell quite a bit of those. We sell a lot of gold leads. Silver leads, same idea. 60 days after lead is purchased as a gold lead, it turns into a silver lead. Get the trend. Bronze lead, 90 days after lead is purchased as a silver lead, it turns into a bronze lead. Okay? So bronze leads can be anywhere. They may only be 8 months old or so, but most bronze leads are going to be 2 to even 5 years old. Right? Most bronze leads are going to be 2 to 5 years old. Most silver leads are going to be, I would say, 1 to 3 years old. Most gold leads are going to be 2 months old to a year old, typically. Sometimes they might be 2 years if they've been sitting there for a while. Okay? Honestly, the difference between gold, silver, bronze leads is nothing when the person is there. The only main difference between like a bronze lead, the bronze lead that's 5 years old, and a gold lead that's 6 months old or a year old, the main difference is moving or dying. Okay, that's it. If the person answers the door, they don't care if it's 5 years old or they don't care about any of that stuff. But what happens a lot is these people will either die or move. Okay, that's where you lose some value in the bronze lead. You'll go to a lot of houses that the person has moved, they maybe died or something like that because it's 3 years old, and a lot can happen in 3 years or 4 years old. Okay, but if they answer the door, you're not going to feel any difference between a bronze lead and a gold lead if they answer the door. Bottom line, because you're saying the exact same thing. You don't say anything different really to any of these leads. You're really saying the same exact door approach. Kind of moving on, data leads. Okay, if I have an agent that's willing to work these, I will buy some for them. All it is a blank lead card. So when you get a data lead, let me find it. It'll be just this part. It'll look just like this. It'll just be a blank lead but it'll have the person's name, address, state, city, zip code on there. But it'll just be a bunch of blank leads. A data lead is basically someone that we mailed. We mailed them a lead, but they never responded to the lead. Those are 50 cents per. Like I said, if I have someone that's willing to purchase them, okay, and wants to work them legitimately, I will purchase you your first 50 for you to try out. Okay, I'll pay for those for you. You guys should have my email address, but obviously my number 817-600-9996. If you will work them. And you got to be on the conference call doing everything right. Payments, credit card, authorization forms. Okay, pretty simple. You have to submit this authorization form. Looks just like this. This will come in your initial emails that you get from Jessica. But self-explanatory, fill it out. Again, this is the agreement. Again, our leads, our products 100% of the time. Okay. Pretty basic from there. I'm going to come back to this. For now, let's go ahead and take a look at the website. So once you log into NASBNation.com, put my pen down. Once you go to NASBNation.com, log in. This is the main dashboard. There's a lot of good training videos on here as well. A lot of good sales training, everything like that. Resources. You can go to the store and buy some different... Oh, it looks like it's trying to go. you can go to the store and buy different items that you need as well. So hopefully this works. Overflow by state. Oh, wants me to log in again. One second, guys. Sorry about this. I was already logged in, but I guess I was idle for too long and it logged me out. Give me a second. All right. First thing you're going to do is you're going to click Overflow by State. Underneath where it says Overflow by State, when the fresh lead orders are open, again, you have that small window of time where you can order your fresh leads. Remember the dental and memorial leads, you have to order them 2 months in advance. When are they due? They're due on the 1st of each month, but we open that window usually on about the 20th the month before. So you have about 7 to 10 business days to place your lead order, and it's going to be, you'll see right there next to that where it said Overflow Leads. Okay, it'll say August lead order or September lead order or whatever month is up next, and you just click on that and you'll place your lead order. It's very self-explanatory. This is the Overflow database. You can see all the leads that we have available. My goodness, we have hundreds of thousands of leads available for you to purchase. Okay, again, check leads, check sale leads, dental, memorial, platinum sale, diamond, gold, silver, and bronze leads. All you do is you click on your state. Let's go ahead and check out Texas. From there, you're going to click on your county. Okay, wherever you may be. Let's go down to Tarrant. That's where I'm at. If you have an area that you live in that's just not on here yet, that means we haven't mailed it before. Okay, so you're just going to be the first one there. Congratulations. Let's go ahead and click on Tarrant. Give me a second, y'all. From there, it's going to pull up the zip codes and what's available in that area. You can see all the leads that are available here in that area right now. Pretty cool, right? After that, you click on the zip codes. What I suggest, okay, everyone doing, go to Google and Google your county zip code map. So for me, I'd put in Google Tarrant County zip code map. It'll pull up a map of where all the zip codes are, print it off, and so you can kind of see a bird's eye view of where all these zip codes are. Because what you don't want to do is you don't want to just buy leads in 76015 and then 76036, and those two zip codes are 20 miles apart from each other, or 15 miles apart from each other, because we have some big counties here in Texas. I pull up a zip code map on the internet. I print it off. There's a picture of it in my office. And I just look at that when you're ordering leads so you can be strategic about buying your leads. So if I was a new agent, I was looking at this, okay, look at this, 76010. You're welcome to call your manager and ask them what they think of that zip code. If they know, they can give you some advice. The only zip codes you want to stay out of are the nice zip codes. Stay out of the areas where it's super nice gated communities or, you know, $500,000 homes, big estates. Wealthier people, stay away from that. You want to work in lower income areas. Those are the people that we're focused on helping. So if I'm a new agent, okay, great. Look at this, 76010. You got 41, 21, and 83. I like that because I can stay in one zip code for about a month. I can stay in one zip code. So when I'm getting referrals and everything like that, I'm killing it in one zip code. So boom, 76010. Another thing I'll do when I see this, when I see that 76010 has a lot of gold, silver, bronze leads, what I'll do is that's where I'll place my check lead order, my champ check lead order. Okay, because every new agent, champ checks are how you should start in addition to gold, silver, bronze leads, overflow leads. So I would place my champ check lead order for 76010 so I can get 10, 15 fresh leads coming in that area. But meanwhile, while those leads are coming in, I'm working gold, silver, and bronze leads, right? All you do, it's very simple. You just click on the leads you want. So gold leads, I want 40 of those. Okay, give me a second. 40. 1 second. 40. Boom. Okay, it's updating my order. Give me a second. Okay, after it updates the order, It'll give me an option to keep shopping, or I can check out and purchase what I have. All you're doing is typing what you have. So I can do keep shopping. I want to get some more in 76010. I want to get another 30, or let's go 60 of these bronze leads as well. 6, 0. Updating my order. Okay, once it does that, I can go to checkout. Simple, you go to checkout, type in your credit card information, and you usually get the leads. Most of the time, they come immediately. But I always tell people within 24 hours, you'll get your leads. But typically, you get them within minutes of checking out. So, hope that makes some sense, y'all. Very simple to do. All these leads, ready to rock and roll. Kick some butt with them. Just again, when it comes to leads, make sure you are just realizing that, hey, these are just people that I need to sit in front of. Now, another tip, if you're working gold, silver, bronze leads, you got to work at night. Because most likely the agent that bought that lead before you, the reason they didn't sell it is because they worked from like 9 to 5 and went home, and they didn't work on Saturday. If you're working gold, silver, bronze leads, 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. is your schedule. Like, you got to work those hours. You can work morning and afternoon as well, but if you're working gold, silver, bronze leads and you're just getting started, you're trying to ramp up your business, you better be working at night, because that's when the money's going to be made, especially on gold, silver, and bronze leads. All right. From here, let's go ahead and look at some different lead strategies. What can we do to ensure that we're getting the most out of our week? Again, lead flow is king. You have to have a solid lead flow coming in. I think this is my lead strategy. Yep. You have to have a solid lead flow coming in. If you don't have leads, no one's going to be able to help you. Definitely work referrals, sell family members, sell friends, post something on Facebook to give free quotes, do all of that additional stuff. But if you're not getting on leads every single week, one of these 3 game plans, if you're not doing one of these 3 game plans right here, okay, you're not doing the system, we can't help you. There's nothing we can do to help you if you're not doing one of these 3 things right here. We can encourage you, we'll be there to train you, but you're not going to have success. Okay, you're going to just kind of, waver around, falter around, wishy-washy, back and forth, roller coaster income. You can still get sales on referrals and push them. Push referrals. Referrals rock, y'all. That's free money. Referrals. But a way to compound your referral game, get on some leads and then get more referrals from those leads. So here are the 3 different plans. The NASB system is designed for plan A. This is by far the best way to go. Okay, you're going to spend $315 to $675 every single week on leads. Some of y'all just lost your breath and you just kind of choked a little bit. Eventually, if you're not there right now financially, which most people aren't when they get started, I wasn't when I got started. I started this business on old leads. They were called A or RW leads, and they were 5 to 7 years old. Okay, this is with a different company. I was on a 45% contract, working leads that are 5 to 7 years old, and those leads were $5 a piece, okay? And I had to buy all those leads on a credit card. So that's how I got started in this business. So there is a way. If you got the will, you're going to make it happen, okay? If you're just going to try to, just be honest with you, if you're just going to try to just, point some fingers and try to find a reason for it not to work, that's what you're going to get. This is the very best way right here, plan A, for you to have success long term. So if you can't get there immediately, you better have a business plan in place to eventually get to this number right here. You have to. That's where you're going to make your money. You're going to make, at the least, you're going to make about $85,000 a year net. This is after lead costs. These numbers are after your lead expenses, okay? After your lead expenses, and this is advanced money. This doesn't even include your back-end money that you'll get. This is upfront money every week. You're talking $1,600 to $3,300 of income every week in your pocket. That's after lead expenses, after advances, everything, every single week. If you're getting 15 to 25 fresh leads a week. 15 to 25 fresh leads a week. Again, if you can't do that now, that's okay. You can start here at level C and work your way up every month, get a little bit better. Get a little bit better. Okay, make a game plan that within the next 12 to 16 months, you can get onto plan A. Do not just get on the website and randomly buy leads without a game plan. You have to have a game plan in place. Okay, I'll tell you right now, I guarantee you'll have success if you get on plan A. You'll have success. Either way, you have to have a consistent lead flow. Even if you do plan C right now, you got to do it every single week, right? From 15 to 25 fresh leads a week, you're going to have to work about 40 to 80 door knocks a week. What we mean by door knocks is lead door knocks, where you're taking that lead card and you're knocking on their door, okay, showing them a picture of their lead card and getting in the house. You're going to have to do 40 to 80 door knocks every single week, okay, if you're getting 15 to 25 fresh leads, right? With that type of activity, you'll write issue paid $3,000 to $7,000 every single week in production. Okay. From that, you're going to make about $1,500, okay, to $3,300 every single week of income. The other option is option B. Okay, basically what this is you're going to get a mix of fresh leads and aged leads. Okay, so actually let me do this. Let me explain option C next. Okay, option C. Okay, you're spending $150 to $350 a week. This is where a lot of people start right here. Again, I'm okay with any of these plans as long as it's an every week thing. So I don't care if you go ahead and just you're buying 60 bronze leads a week. Okay, you're buying 70 bronze leads a week. You're buying, 30 gold leads and 30 bronze leads, or 25 silver, 25 gold leads. You need to get about 50 or more every single work. If you're working aged leads, hear me out. If you're working gold, silver, or bronze leads, you have to have at least 50 a week to work. At minimum, 50. If you're just buying 10 or 15 gold leads or bronze leads here and there, that ain't gonna work. I'll tell you straight up. You're just gonna stress yourself out. You gotta hustle. Okay? If you're gonna work these type of leads, okay, gold, silver, bronze leads, 80 to 120 door knocks every single week. Lead door knocks where you're knocking on the door. Okay? From that, you should issue pay $1,500 to $3,000 net, which is after chargebacks, after, fall off, after stuff doesn't get approved. $1,500 to $3,000, which is going to make you $450 to $1,550 every single week in income, just based on your skill set from there and based on how many you're doing. If you're just getting 50 bronze leads a week, you can write $5,000. I promise you. You'll go out, you can buy 50 bronze leads and go write $4,000 or $5,000. It can happen. I'm just talking bare bones minimum averages for the basic agent out there, for just the average everyday agent. If you're a killer and you're a closer, we have people that will go out and write $4,000 or $5,000 a week every week on gold, silver, bronze leads because they know how to work them. So this is just average basics for just the average everyday salesperson, not someone that's just out there hustling, trying to kill it, trying to make $200,000 their first year. Okay, you have to choose one of these. If you don't do one of these plans, I can't help you, right? There's not a whole lot we can do for you. Again, this doesn't take into account referrals. Referral game has got to be strong. Go ahead and book senior centers. Do different things. But I can guarantee you consistent income if you do one of these 3 lean game plans. I can't guarantee you anything if you're doing referrals. We have a lot of agents that do amazing on referrals. And they get referrals every single week. And that's their main source of leads and income is referrals. But I've maybe met 2 in the last 8 years. Out of the 1,000 agents that I've maybe met 2 that can do it, that are surviving on referrals. I have a lot of people that say that's what they're going to do, but you got to hustle when you're doing referrals. You got to be self-promoting. You have to do a lot of stuff to kill it on the referral game. And you've got to be strict at getting referrals. So I'm not saying that referrals are bad. Referrals are great. They have to be a part of your business. But I can promise anyone, just an average agent, I can promise anyone, if you do one of these 3 lead game plans, I can make you successful. I can't promise you that if you just come in and say you were just going to do referrals and drum up your own business. I'll be by your side and I'll support you, but I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. With this, I know what's going to happen. I've seen it for the last 8 years, tested it, tried it over and over. I had to start from the bottom up. I had to start from this and work my way up to here. Okay? And it took me a while. It took me I think it probably took me to get to where I wanted to right here. It took me, that's probably about 8 months where I was working. I was starting to get some fresh leads here and there, but at first I was just buying as many leads as I could with my credit card that were 5 years old. And I just hustled. And a lot of the leads sucked. And that's one thing we'll tell you. Annie's being afraid to tell you. All leads suck, guys. You're never going to be happy with leads. Like, you're never going to be like happy. Like, you're going to have bad leads. Even the fresh ones, you're going to have a fresh $25 lead that you crumple up and throw in the back seat of your car. I promise you. It's going to happen. But overall, if you keep dialing, keep rocking and rolling, keep doing your door knocks, keep doing the activity, the money, I promise you, will come. Next, let's talk about the life of a lead, okay? This is for the fresh leads, okay? The champ check, so we got champs, okay? Or the platinums. What are the different types of platinum leads? You got dental and memorial, right? Okay, so for a fresh lead, this is what a lead's going to look like. This is what you're going to do. Every lead, you need to give them the opportunity at least 4 times to come to the door. But more importantly, it has to be at different times of the day. Do not work the 9 to 5 schedule. Okay? You got to stagger your schedule. Some days you work 9 to 5. Some days you work from 5 to 9. I don't know. Some days you're going to work from noon to 9 p.m. You got to work several nights a week, without a doubt. And you got to work some weekends, right? So every lead needs at least 4 chances to be visited to. Don't just go knock that lead at 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. every morning. They don't answer it 4 times and get rid of it. Don't do that, guys. These folks have jobs as well. I don't care if the lead says they're 75. They may be a greeter at Walmart. Okay? If the lead says 55, don't assume that they're not home during the day. Maybe they're on disability and they're sitting at home waiting for you. The best way to do it is put every lead through the same exact system every single time. Every lead that you get gets 4 times. What I like to do, you guys saw the lead cards. On the back of the lead card, okay, so if this is the lead card that you get and it has their name and all their stuff and address, on the back of that lead card, I'll write it down. Okay, I'll write down the date, so whatever it is, 3/12, and I'll write DK for door knock. Okay, and I'll write what time it was. And then I'll write what cars were in the driveway. This is just from me being an old school door knocker where I used to sell different products door to door. I'd also write like what car. I'd put like, a white truck or something like that. I'll take these notes, and you better have 4 different times, 4 different notes of when you went to that house. Okay, you need to do it on a weekend. Every lead needs to be locked at least 1 time on a weekend. Every single lead needs to be knocked on a night. Let me clean this up a little bit. Okay. Every single lead needs to be knocked on the weekend, a night, which is like 7 to 9 p.m., a weekday in the mornings, okay, and then a weekday in the afternoon, which is, 3 to 6 p.m. area, just afternoon. Do not just go and work your leads at the same time every day, guys. It's just, what's the definition of crazy or something like that? If you do the same thing over and over and you expect different results, you got to work your lead at 4 different times. Weekend, a night, late night, a weekday morning, 9 a.m. to 9 to noonish in the morning, and then sometime in the afternoon. With that being said, the first knock, every time I knock a lead for the first time, you guys got to do this. You don't get to choose right here, y'all. This is stuff you have to do. We're going to show you a step-by-step blueprint to making 6 figures selling final expense. What information you choose to listen to, okay, and every little bit that you choose to not do, that docks like 10 or 15 grand off your annual income. So if we give you 10 things to do and you only do 5 of them, you could have made 100 grand, but now you're only going to make 40 or 50. Listen, please, let us help you. First, door knock, okay? Knock loudly. Don't go up and just kind of randomly knock. Walk up to the lead. Walk up to the house with energy. Wave at the house. Have energy. Have energy. I almost jog up to the house so that if the person's I assume every house is looking at me out the window. So when I park my car, I'm quick. I don't fiddle around in my car. I don't sit in front of their house and like text or get on social media. As soon as I see that house number, okay, my heart starts beating. I'm ready to rock and roll. I put my car in park. I jump out as fast as I can. I almost hustle. I'm hustling to the front door. I wave at the house, give them a smile, wave at the house, go pound on it. Just like that, almost like it's the police, okay? Do not go up there and hopefully they come to the door. Give it a good pound so they can hear it. Now, if they do not answer the door, or even if they do, say you get in the house and you don't sell them, okay, you do something called run the T. So you get in the house, you sell them, you run the T. You get in the house, you don't sell them, you run the T. You knock on the door, no one answers the door, you run the T. Okay, I don't have time to do the T training right now, but essentially all it is you're taking the lead card and you're going to the neighbors, the people across the street, houses around that house. You're going to those houses, showing that person the lead card, letting them know that you're going to be helping out this person and that other people, they also qualified for the dental discount program. They also qualified for the memorial guide. They also qualified, and you just need a few minutes to go over it with them real fast, and you're trying to get lucky. So every time you run the T, if you can sell 3 people a week from running the T, or even 1 person a week, you're paying for your leads, okay? So make sure you're running the T on the first one. Don't wait till the second time. The first time you knock a fresh lead, you got to run the T, okay? Second knock, again, knock loudly, leave a delivery notice. This is on the second knock, okay? This is the delivery notice. You can get them from your manager. You can purchase them on the NASB Nation website. You simply go to the door. It looks like the UPS thing that you find on the door. You write your name or their name, delivery date, the time, and then what I like to do, I don't put item number. Some people will put like the person's address or something like that, but I'll put call Isaac and then my number right there. Now, what you do when the person calls you, there's several different approaches. One, you can answer it and just say, yeah, I need to bring about the information you requested. You sent this card in. I know it may not ring a bell. I'm always in the area. I can swing by. I'll show you what I'm talking about. It won't take but 10 minutes, and then hang up. Or the person calls you. You don't answer, okay, and their number will pop up, and then you look at the different leads, okay, and you match up the number to the lead that just called you because obviously they're home now, because they obviously have this delivery notice in their hand to call you. But if you got to leave delivery notices. You have to. If you're not leaving delivery notices, you're not doing the system. These are the things you got to do. All these little small things will add up. The biggest sale I ever made, okay, ever, I made $17,000 in one house, okay, because of this. The person lived out in the middle of nowhere in Hill Country, Texas. They had a big property. I could never get past the gate. The gate was like one of those automatic gates I could never get past. I honked my horn. I called the person. I did everything. Finally, I put a delivery notice on their gate, got a phone call, went out the next day, sold them several policies, rocked and rolled, 17 grand in my account because of a delivery notice. Leave a stinking delivery notice, okay? All right. Door knock 3. Okay, they still haven't answered the door. They still haven't called you back. Nothing happened. Usually you're done by this point. Usually by this point, you're done. You either got them the first time or you got them on the second door knock or they called back from the delivery notice. The third knock, same exact thing. I'm going to leave the delivery notice again, but instead of checking second attempt, I'm going to check final attempt, just like that. Pretty simple. The fourth and final door knock, okay, knock loudly and then call the customer while you're standing on the doorstep. Just call them right there on the doorstep. Hey, I'm sitting here, just wanted to bring by this information. I can never catch you. I've tried you at night. I've tried you on the weekend. I've tried you on the weekday. But I haven't been able to get a hold of you. I just need to get this information for you, cross you off the list. When's a good time for us to meet? Okay, and just do your best to try to get the sale. But again, 4 door knocks per lead, weekend, night, weekday, and weekday afternoon. Every single lead. That's how you're going to get the most out of your leads and start having the success. If you just go to a lead every single day between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. and that's when you're knocking it and they're not answering it, these numbers don't work. You're not going to make the money you want to make. You got to knock the lead at 4 different times of the day, okay, and do different things for every lead, every time you knock. Pretty simple, okay? Guys, that's really kind of it. I think I covered everything. It's pretty simple. This is just to cover the leads. We have other videos and training out there for you to get training on your door approach. You're not calling your manager enough. I'll tell you right now. You're not calling your manager enough, right? Get on the conference calls. Get on a consistent lead flow. Get on a consistent schedule. Master your presentation. Communicate, okay? The only thing we don't like is when folks don't call us. Call us, light us up, text us, let us help you out. Let us help you get started. But you got to make the initiation. You got to do it, okay? You got to stick to the lead game plans. And I hope this video helped you. But yeah, call us, whatever you need. Let us help you out. Make a lead game plan. Talk to your manager today. Make a lead game plan. Okay, if you can't do this right now, I understand. I couldn't either when I got started. I had to start here, but I made a conscious, that's the thing about me, I made a conscious, legit business plan effort to get to this point. Okay, I always had a plan. I always had a plan. Another huge tip real fast before we let you go. Every night, okay, before you go to bed, every single night, take all of your leads, okay, use Badger. Okay, there's an app called Badger, like the animal, Badger app, where it'll route your leads for you, where you type in the information. You're going to type in all the address, because if this is your zip code that you're working, and you have leads like this. This is an apartment complex. There's more there. These are where all your leads are. Okay? Something like that. And you live right here. Get on Badger Maps. I use MapQuest. It's super easy for me. But every single night, the night before, you have to have a plan. Okay? Every night, you should know that the next morning when you wake up, you got 15 or 20 leads routed and mapped like you're a delivery person for UPS, FedEx, or USPS. Can you imagine if USPS just randomly went to houses? They went, let's say they went here, and then they went to this one, and they went to this one, and they went to this one. Man, you would never get your mail, right? So make sure you create a map. Okay, give me a second. Look at your situation. Okay, I want to do a loop. So on this one, I would probably do a loop. So I'd go like this. Bam, something like that, right? I'm not going to go from one side to another, but every night, okay, set an alarm on your phone right this second. Stop the video, press pause, set an alarm on your phone. Sunday night at 7 p.m., I'm going to set an alarm so I get on MapQuest, I take all my leads, and I route them just like this. Monday night, I'm going to take out the leads I sold or didn't sell. I'm going to take them out, put some fresh leads in, or some more leads in. I don't care if it's gold, silver, bronze. Okay, I'm going to route them. I'm going to have 15 leads every single day ready to rock and roll. Okay, 15 leads every single day routed. At least 15. Okay, at least 15 leads every single day routed, just like this, something similar to this, the night before. So when I wake up in the morning, I get on the conference call, I grab my leads, I get in my car, and I'm gone. Gone. Just like that. Okay, guys, big tips right here. I just made you a ton of money if you listen. Okay, a lot of money on this video. Thank you so much for joining me.